Well, since we're kind of on the topic of music, and again, maybe this is a boring conversation, but this is what old dudes do. If you can only listen to 3 albums for the rest of your life, 3 albums.
3 albums?
3 albums. You can only pick 3 albums to listen to for the rest of your life. I should have asked this at the beginning so we could have thought about it while we're going. I kind of have a good, somewhat of an idea. I'm old school, obviously, so mine are going to be older.
But the way you gotta think about it, do you think about getting the best albums of all time? That you may or may not feel that way, or your 3 favorite albums?
Your 3 albums.
What you would
on a desert island. This is I
Yes.
find my record that has exactly the songs that I want.
Yes.
And I can. Okay.
Yeah.
I get it.
I would go with.
So, yeah.
I'd go with Cinderella, Long Cold Winter.
I love that album.
Best album one of the better '80s albums. You know,
The blues in it is
you
phenomenal.
I can't imagine living my life with no Seamstress blues.
Yes. That seems true.
My second one is also an '80s one. Actually, probably all 3 are. The second one is Epic by Faith No More.
Okay. I mean, that's tough.
You know, that's
really.
that's one of my favorite albums.
Really?
Yeah.
If it was just one of the 3 albums you could ever listen to again.
Yep, that's one of I love their version of War Pigs. I love everything they do that. You know.
Awesome. I did
That's
not
why
know
they're
that.
your
I might have to
favorites,
listen
they're
to
not
that.
ours.
Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah.
I might have to
What's your 3rd?
listen to that.
So that's tough in a way because I wanted to think of something newer, but the last 20 years of music, other than a few bands, kind of sucks. There's not a lot of great, and you don't really listen to albums anymore. It's all singles now and streaming, so it's tough. So I think I would probably go back to Tesla, Great Radio Controversy.
Okay. I mean, I get it, but
I mean, they're one of my all-time favorite bands.
I understand.
So
Yeah.
mine are old school, but
Okay.
that's what I'm thinking.
I don't know if I could put them in any order. per
Oh, they don't
se.
need to be in order.
But one of my records would be, and it's so hard because I love so many of their songs, their albums. It's AC/DC, right?
Okay.
And Back in Black. This is what in my head I'm debating. But Back in Black or the Who Made Who album.
Really?
The Who Made Who album, I love because it has some of those. I forget what they're called on albums where they're just riffing, right? They're not. There's no music to it. So they got a few. I think 2 on that album. And I guess that's it. I guess it's the Who Made Who, AC/DC. It would be one of my 3 for sure.
See, now you got me thinking about AC/DC High Voltage.
I mean, yes.
Damn. Okay, anyway, go ahead.
So that's one of them for sure. Jay, you have any that you're thinking of right off the top of your head?
No particular order, not 1, 2, or 3. 80s, I loved the hair bands, and Def Leppard was probably one of my favorite bands. Still
Good
is.
call.
Okay.
Good call.
Hysteria.
Yeah. All right.
Hysteria. I mean, there's not a bad, to me. I
Hysteria.
listened to that whole album all
Every
the time.
song.
It's not a bad song on there.
Hysteria is almost as good as Pyromania. But anyway,
This is my story.
sorry. Jesus. Go ahead.
My albums. And shit on yours.
You did a little. That's okay. No, you didn't.
Yeah, I know I kind of did. I'm not a big fan of 50 more. Anyway.
Yeah, that's right.
Probably Metallica Black, although it's a toss-up between Black and Injustice for All.
Yeah.
I mean, I could blast every song on just Injustice for All, but
Yeah.
I don't know, I like the Black album too.
I get
That is
you.
a good one.
Even though it's a big
That is a very
controversy
good
with a
one.
lot of people, they sold out when they did Black.
No, then I
All
thought
albums
they
are
said.
good. Now everybody cheers all these songs.
Yeah, I know. I thought they said Load was where they sold out. Load.
Yeah, they
Load.
cut their hair.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, Metallica Black.
Good call.
And the last one, it would probably be Korn. The initial,
Again, you're not
the
thinking
first
right.
album. I mean,
I'm not a Korn fan.
Baltimore.
Oh, you're not.
You
No,
know?
I'm not a
Oh,
Korn
I did
fan.
not know that.
God.
I thought you were.
I can listen to him, but 2 or 3 songs, I'm like, I just can't.
No,
I can't hear his
I
voice
guess it's an
anymore.
acquired,
Yeah.
acquired taste.
Just not a fan.
They're different, but yeah, I mean, I love Korn.
Yeah, nice.
Just your first album. Well, the first 3 were good, but
Yeah.
the first one was
So I have a surprise one in mind, probably. Maybe
Kenny
not.
Rogers.
Willie Nelson.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Carrie Underwood.
Not that deep of a cut. I think I have to have this album. he's had some amazing songs, but Prince's Purple Rain.
Oh.
See, I
Yeah.
like lots of different types of music. I love hairband music. I
Yeah.
love hard rock music. That's probably at the top of my list. But I like stuff like that. What Prince brought.
I've seen his house.
Have you really?
Yeah. I'm gonna go off on a tangent because that's like the only celebrity death I can think of that emotionally affected me when Prince died. I think he's such an amazing artist.
I agree. And
He was.
Yeah.
He was.
the only other one, obviously, is Elvis that could even come close to
Yeah,
me saying,
yeah.
"Oh, the John Lennon's extra shooting was."
See?
There are some, there's some sad times. Yeah.
All right. What's your third one?
So the third one, I'm struggling. What's funny is that when Justice for All came up in my mind, and you just said it, Jay, the Hysteria that came up. So this is going to be tough.
It is tough because there's so many
There is-
bands that you
oh,
don't
I-
want to leave out that, like, you know what? Yeah, I can listen
Very
to
true,
that
very
too.
true.
Yeah.
But you know what? Like you were saying about Hysteria, I think I actually wore out my cassette of Motley Crue's Theater of Pain.
Oh, that's a good one.
Every single song, you couldn't. They weren't always on the radio. Most of them,
Yeah.
only about 3 or 4 of them. But all the other songs, I would have loved to hear it on the radio. And I'm thinking right now, it's just like, but there's not a few more albums that I would have rather. I mean, it's just like
It's hard.
But I just think of my favorite artists, and growing up, it was Motley Crue and AC/DC. Those two were my top two. And anytime I could hear them throw in the cassette and just play it over and over and over, flip it and all that happy shit you had to do back in the day, it would have been those
Just
two.
get eaten.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, that's some good stuff.
But yeah, so that's mine.
That's interesting.
Nice.
Yeah.
A little mixture of everything there.
Yeah. All right.